Hi, we're Chris and Teresa, and we would love to guide you on your fiber arts journey. We own a successful fiber processing mill and online needle felting business, experienced at raising all fiber animals, and have renovated a 100-year-old school into a fiber arts retreat center.
Processing, needle felting, yarn, roving, fiber animals, and sustainable agriculture are all topics discussed here. Think of this as your one-stop shop for advice, information, tips, and getting your questions answered on all things from farm to needle. So pull up a seat, make sure you're cozy, and get ready to be inspired while you learn. This is EweTube.
Welcome to EweTube 192. We are in the lambing barn. Yay! It has begun. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's amazing.
So we're going to start by giving you a little tour of all the new babies. Okay, so here we are, and this is where all the lambs are. This is where they go after they're born. We call it their lambing jugs, just little pens to keep them in. So we're going to go around and introduce you to all the new babies. So this one, she has something with her front legs that makes it hard for her to walk, so she wasn't going out to eat. So she's in there so she can eat until she has her babies, and hopefully her legs get better. I don't know what's going on with her. This one was born yesterday, so it was Easter yesterday, and I had a bunch of family here, and there was one sheep we had been watching, and this mother yesterday had crawled over the fence because there's huge snowdrifts. She crawled over the fence and got into another pen where I wasn't checking.
Oh.
And so last night when she came in when I was in here, and she comes in with this baby, like walking beside her. And the baby looks like it's been born for like over a week. It's huge. And she's like a really, really good mom.
Oh my goodness.
And the baby is so big. And this one is, I don't know, we've talked about Midnight before. This is Midnight's daughter, and she's a really good mommy.
And Midnight herself is a good mama.
Yes. And her name is Swan.
Swan. Mm-hmm. A little
and
ewe
she's
lamb.
Super adorable.
Ewe lamb then?
Yes.
Yep.
This little baby was born last night too. It's the mom is a first-time mom, and she doesn't seem to really care about baby. So I've been having to get in there and make sure that this baby can nurse. So this baby has something funny with the hind legs where it walks on this part.
Oh.
And so it's not walking the best, but we've had that before where we've either had to brace them and they come out of it and they're fine. Or they just come out of it fine later anyway. But she's having an extra struggle because her mom could care less. Did not lick her off at all. I had to wipe her all down.
Oh.
Or is it a him? It's a boy.
It's a boy. And whom is this?
I haven't named it yet.
Okay. And what breed do we have here?
This is a Romney.
So Romney.
Yep.
First-time mama.
Mm-hmm. And she will let it nurse. It's
like
just,
this?
Yeah, but she's not gonna, well.
Oh, there, look at that. She even lifted her leg.
Yeah, she does kind of do that. She won't lick it or talk to it or anything. She's not really letting it nurse either.
Okay.
And you can see how it's walking on its feet funny. At least one of them there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, there, it figured it out. It's got him right.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Oh, and look at you, beautiful.
And here we have, this is Manicotti.
Manicotti.
And this is her babies. They're Swift and Starling.
Swift and Starling.
This one's Swift. That one's Starling.
And are they ewe lambs or?
Yes, both
they're
ewe
both
lambs.
ewe lambs.
Mm-hmm.
Twin ewe lambs. Look at you.
I gotta think about this. Okay. This is we have a naughty mom on the other side that's moving the whole board.
Can't see her right now, but anywho, back to
This one, she had her baby. It was one of the first days. And the baby's name is...
This Meadowlark?
Nope, this
Nope.
is Dove.
Duck?
Dove.
Oh, Dove. Oh, Dove. Oh, you are adorable.
stretch.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, precious little
Yes.
babe. And breed?
Romney.
Romney.
And the mom has been a little sick, so
Oh,
she hasn't been eating right and things, so we've been keeping a good eye on her.
yeah. There's Miss Naughty over here.
Yes.
Looking over.
This is a ewe lamb. This would be her first year. She aborted her baby, and we had a couple others that aborted their babies, and then they died a couple days later. So she's in here so that doesn't happen to her. So we can keep track and watch,
Yeah.
make sure she's okay and getting food. So she seems to be doing better. I don't know, still not ready to let her out. I want to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
This is a swallow.
Swallow.
That was the first baby.
This is the first baby. Oh.
And I'm not sure, but it definitely looks like it has cornmeal.
Oh, gorgeous.
And the mom's CVM.
CVM Cornmeal? Wow.
This one was the second one born. There's Meadowlark.
That's Meadowlark.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. And whom we hear?
This one she was 2 days ago when I had company here. My sister was here and family. And she was struggling to have a baby. And I finally gave her a hand, and the one leg was back, just the head was out, so I had to put the head back in, and then I had to get the lamb out, and I couldn't get the lamb to breathe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Poor mama.
She's in here. I kept her in here just in case somebody doesn't want their baby, like this one across the way.
Oh, yeah.
She did. I tried to put that one in there last night. She wasn't that impressed, so it might be too long.
Oh, okay.
So this one just had hers this morning. She's a good mommy. Haven't named it. I don't even know what it is. I got in to write down the information and I didn't. Come here. She's a really good mom. It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, what a little precious.
Yeah, but this is her first year.
Is this CVM?
Yep. This is her first year and she's doing a really good job. She's a little nervous because she's not used to this. But.
Yep. She's like, you touched my baby.
How dare you?
And
this is
the beloved
Midnight. Come here,
Midnight, ever famous. Say hi.
It's like, yeah, I don't listen.
And there, and
Quite
what is baby's name?
Baby's name is Raven.
Raven.
Can you move so we can see Raven? Please, please.
I can get in there.
Okay. Oh, goodness, is she getting out?
She's trying. Naughty, naughty. Oh, and you're beautiful.
Her name is Arugula.
Arugula.
And this is her baby.
She looks
Egret.
Egret. Ewe lamb.
This one is adorable.
Oh,
she
look
gets
at that
upset.
fluffy.
Look at how chunky she is.
Oh,
she's so chubby.
Goodness, look at that fluff face. Oh.
She's adorable.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful lamb. Oh.
And she was just born chunky.
Oh, with the fluff face.
Where some of them, like Midnight's, needs to fill in, so lanky and tall.
Yep.
This mom, so last night when I brought her in, you know,
Yep.
she had her baby out in a hay pile by herself, a huge one. And she really wanted that one's baby. She still does.
Oh.
But I thought, you're going to have a hard time keeping up with this huge
Chunker,
baby.
yes.
I really wanted to give it to her because that mom wouldn't even lick it off. And I thought, well, I could just put it over there and let her lick it off. But
yeah, look at that.
It's big.
Oh my gosh. So tall. Yeah, look at the height on this one compared to that one over there. Oh.
And they were born the same day, within hours. Yeah. So now we can go meet the naughty one. She had her baby.
Here's Angus, the guard dog, having a little nappy poo.
And this,
Some of the moms-to-be here.
you got to get her what she's doing.
She's got her foot in the water bucket.
Yes, this is her first baby. She had it in the night, and she didn't seem to care about it. And the baby was running all over the place finding a mother. It's very
healthy baby.
spunky.
Then. Yeah.
But somebody licked her off. I don't think this mother here looks like she licked it off.
Who would have licked it off though? Oh, because it was out in the.
Yeah, all the
okay.
mommies. Yeah. They might have. So it's nursed. I have to stand in there to make sure that she will nurse it. She climbs right through these front holes to get out. So that's why we have her barricaded, and she's been trying this entire time. And it's a good thing her baby's spunky, because when she's eating, he'll get some food, or when I'm standing
Goes
there.
after it, yeah.
And the reason she's so nervous right now might be because she can't see the other sheep.
Oh.
So
maybe it'll help if another mama gets over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just wait. Another mama will come.
Yeah, we have more pens we need to set up here. Plus, it's just like we moved in from the other barn, so there's stuff everywhere. Needs to be organized. We had to move a bunch of stuff.
But everything looks great. Yeah. Nice and secure and.
Yeah, and she's so little. That's how she jumps right through them.
Yeah.
But that baby.
That's a good baby.
It's a good baby.
Anything going on out here in the.
Yeah, hopefully something happens while we're doing
That would be
EweTube.
amazing to get a live birth here. Oh, hi. Hi, Angus. Here's Angus. There's the Great Pyrenees Anatolian cross, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, baby.
I could be petted.
You are a sweetheart.
Yeah, so
Such
last
a
night
sweet
we bring all the sheep in every night, and so I had to go way out there and get the sheep in. And both Tex and Angus were out on their little hay piles. They each have their own hay pile, guarding. And they've been so good this year about staying out here with the sheep.
That's awesome.
They disappeared yesterday for a while. Don't know where they went. They came back.
That's good.
They kind of travel.
They
I
gotta
don't know
check
if they're
the
chasing
surroundings out. Or
I'd like to think they're just chasing the coyotes that far away.
Yes.
Who knows?
So that was so cool. So cool. So cool. Okay, updates. No blizzards. We should be.
What? Oh, not coming up.
Yeah,
we just
there's no
experienced-
blizzards. Well, yeah. Oh, talk about that.
We just experienced the worst one. For how many days?
in April. Yeah, it was 3 days.
I think
days.
when I was editing the last YouTube, it was going on, so I put videos of it in, of
Yes.
it happening. But
Yes.
yeah, my husband didn't go to work for 3 days because we couldn't get out. And now it's melting because yesterday it was, I don't know, 40 something.
44, I think. Yeah.
And so it's just slushy, and so when you're driving like on our road, you just slide all over because it's really deep on the roads, and it's
But it's
interesting.
beautiful out. There's
It
no
is very
wind today. The sun is shining. It's hot. Oh, and it must be about almost 40 now, I bet. So.
Yeah, it's already very, very nice. But when my husband was stuck here, that's when he got all of these put together. Got a lot of work done in here. So that was very nice.
Yeah, that worked out. Worked out well. Yeah, and update on Mike Peterson is doing better and better. So happy about that. And I'm seeing a little bit of the old Mike coming back. So that's awesome because we've missed him. Yeah, he's been so sad, so depressed, and yeah, so that's been very good.
Yeah, we'll have to have him back on soon,
Yes,
hopefully.
absolutely. Yeah, and we just had Easter. Easter Sunday has come and gone, and yeah, busy. I had family. You had family.
Yes,
You had lambs. You
had
had
lambs.
lots of busyness.
Lots of things happening yesterday.
Yeah.
My family came. Thankfully, Libby was here cooking all the food. So, yeah, but managed to fit going into church, and Jeff took charge of the sheep while I was gone, and
That's
then
awesome.
yeah, and then spending time with family, and they helped with chores. They were out here a lot. It was kind of fun.
And they enjoyed it too, I bet.
They did.
Yeah.
We had, one issue with a ewe, which ended badly, but thankfully after everybody was gone, and we were tired, but it was, one ewe was trying to give birth all day. Everybody was concerned. Every time we would check, she wasn't dilated, so it's not much we can do if they're not dilated. So we just thought, well, we'll wait. She's not ready. That went on all day until it was like 10:30. Jeff and I were out here dealing with this other mother that didn't want her baby. And it's like, well, we couldn't, she wasn't dilated then. It's like, well, she's been doing this all day. So Jeff took her to the vet, and the vet got her to dilate, but then she thought something tore, so she said, well, let's just do a C-section. And then during the C-section, the mom died, and the baby died too. So it all ended.
Double whammy. Yeah.
But she would have died here. So, and I don't know what the right answer would have been sooner in the day, but we didn't know.
You just don't know.
And the vet said that the baby was big, and the baby was backwards, and that happens sometimes in animals where they don't dilate if the baby is backwards. We've never had it happen where there's sometimes not dilated enough and you just wait to help them. But this one never did. So, yeah, that's how that ended. And but my family all came, and there was issues getting them out of the yard after all of the melting and slush. So we had to push my niece. I didn't. My sons had to get her going out of the yard. We were worried about that the entire weekend. We got her in.
Yes.
And then, the road isn't the best. And that's why Chris is here early in the morning.
Yeah.
It's still frozen.
Not sure. I
gonna
might
get
have to
out.
be here until Jeff comes to get me out the
Wouldn't that be awful?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
We might
Get some lamb love. Yeah.
Yeah, we were hoping something would happen while
And
we were
and
during
I'm not gone yet, so
Right.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So if you hear anything, it's the ewe trying to get out.
Yeah.
She hasn't succeeded.
Goodness. Yeah, okay. And last week you shared your amazing deer head. And one of the questions was, the deer mount is amazing. How long did it take you to make it? And I'm curious too. If you were going to sit down and make it, what do you think? Oh! Here she comes. She made it.
How did you do that? You're gonna knock the camera over. And your baby's very upset. I don't know why.
And you're thinking you're pretty smart. He's walking around behind the camera here.
And you hear the baby. He's like, my mother that doesn't love me has left me.
Golly. Look at this. She's just exploring.
So anyway, I don't know if we can talk. We'll just go get the baby.
Go get the baby, yes. And you've named, this is Dove?
This is did I name this one? No, this isn't Dove. I don't think I've named this one yet.
Ah. She's not
She really
happy,
made
Mama.
a mess here. I'm gonna get you. You're okay. Okay, come here. I'll be your mommy. Come here.
And you naughtiness here.
She loves me.
Here, huh? Hi, sweetie.
Or he. I keep forgetting.
He, yes. Sweetheart. Sweetheart. There you are. Hi, sweetheart. Little poopy butt. We'll have a little poopy butt. That's okay. Yes. Oh, yes.
You're okay though.
Yes.
Your mother.
You're a sweetie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just night-night. You just night-night.
She can't talk.
There's no talking. This is a silent time.
So I can't remember how long I worked on the deer head. It was, just a couple days.
It was during a blizzard. Of course it was during a blizzard. Almost everything is during a blizzard. It's done now.
I think it was just a couple days. So I don't know
like
about, I want to give it a pacifier. Would you suck on a pacifier?
You want to suck on my thumb?
I don't know. 5, 6, 7 hours. 8.
Total.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. All right. Okay, and then another question was, Chris, the wool cross is beautiful. How did you come up with that idea? And
The wool cross, which we made last.
yeah, and it was on a speeded. Got a little poopy on the leg here.
I'll be right back. You just tell your story.
Okay. She'll take care of that. Okay, so last week,
Good
the
job,
speeded up
baby.
video of us making the wool cross, Mariella was on that, and we replaced the webbing, I guess you would call it, of our skirting table, and that skirting table was an original skirting table, and it was, oh golly, 2010. I made that skirting table, so that skirting table has seen me from the first fleece I ever skirted in my life to up until last week, and when we took that off, I was kind of marveling at how many fleeces have been skirted on this table, and then we were talking about what are we going to do, some fun little craft fiber art for the YouTube, and I said, well, years ago I had done this little. I wanted to make a rug. And I was going to use this mesh plastic fabric, I guess you would call it. It's like, I think it's 1/2-inch squares that if you go to our YouTube, we do a tutorial on how to make a skirting table using that with PVC, as well as making dry racks too. And it works so well for that.
You're petting me.
Oh, I'm petting, no, I'm not. I'm petting the leg. Anyway, so I cut out the shape of a cross, and we took just little strips of roving that were probably 3 inches, 3 inches, and just tied it on each square. And that's how we did. And it's so much meaning to me because it's that first dry rack, that is behind all that wool on that cross. And you could do something like that yourself. You could cut out any shape, you could do a letter, you could do all sorts of fun things, and it goes so quick, and it's just with tying little pieces of roving onto
Well, and
the
the
webbing.
funny thing is, we did a video of you doing that, and it wasn't there. I didn't put it in the YouTube of you showing them how you were doing it. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know where it went.
That is true. Yeah, and I was explaining all what I just explained here. Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, but anyway, and then Mariella joined us at one point because she saw me cutting the cross out down in the mill, and so she was curious what we were doing with it. And so that was fun. Then she helped, and we had fun doing that. And yeah, so that's a fun thing that you can do with any roving, any type of roving. You could even do it with, putting in embellishments. You could put in some yarn. You could put in all sorts of. I think she just wants a mama over there, because look she's content now next to a mama.
It's totally.
Yeah. So anywho,
Mom's right over there.
right, Mom's right over
Tell
here.
her about it. So we had a question a while back. So how would I figure out break even for shipping wool to you to felt for my products, or should I invest in felting equipment here?
Okay, well let's handle. You certainly can. We've had folks that have shipped us wool from all over the United States, even Alaska. But we are really limiting ourselves of doing outside customers. So I'm going to mainly focus on the last half of that question, and absolutely you can purchase felting machines, kind of either hobby-based felting machines and or up to larger felting machines for more production type felting, and you can use those with drum carters that you can take off those bats. And there's machines that use felting needles, literally felting needles that you use, that we all use to do the needle felting. I have a friend of mine that has a very large, she does wool bats. I think the machine, you've seen that machine. What is it, 6 feet, 5 feet wide, I think.
Yeah, it's big.
5 feet wide. I think it's 366 felting needles are in this machine, and it just goes, and you just feed the wool bat through repetitively. And as you do that, then of course it's felting it more every time you feed it through.
It takes a while.
It does take a while.
Time-consuming.
Yep, it does take a while. There is wet felting machines. One, it uses a bubble wrap and then a roller that just goes around and around, and then it wet felts it. There's Mini Mills. Belfast Mini Mills makes a table model felting machine that makes a very thin sheet of felt. There's a gentleman that has, I think it's called the Felting Wizard. It's kind of similar to the basis of our felting machine. But there again, that makes a real thin piece of felt, similar to the Belfast one. So there are options out there, definitely, that you can look into to do it at your home. And then you have the opportunity then to customize it and to make it exactly how you want it. You can make, decorative felts, get the colors that you want, and yeah. Get so much fun with it. So yes, there are many, many options of many different price ranges. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. You need a name. Yeah.
I don't remember either. I wrote it down. Something in the house.
Sweetie.
I don't remember what it was.
That's okay.
I don't know how to help you. Get your mother.
The mama. Mama's just going from bucket to bucket, see if anyone left any food for her.
And she had her own food.
Yes. Okay, last week our prize winner.
So our question from last week was, how do you take care of lambs born in a blizzard? Wasn't that it? I looked it up.
That was it. Yep.
And we had several born in a blizzard, and it was just keeping them warm. We kept them in the barn, so there was no way they were going to have them out in the snow.
Which helps.
Yeah, and it was actually quite cozy in here when we keep all the doors shut and there's that many sheep in here. So none of them got cold. There's also, because you hear stories of bringing them in the house and putting them in their ovens and to keep them warm. And
yeah, warming them up.
Nowadays there's warmers. There's you can put them on in a box with a heating pad thing underneath them to warm them up if they did get really cold, which isn't good. We've had them when it's 30 below zero, and as soon as they're born, they just lay there. They don't try to get up. And it's so frustrating because you can't get them to nurse. Because that year, I just had to tube them just to make sure they got the first milk. I would milk their mom and then tube them to make sure they got that. And then hopefully that warmed them up enough to want to get up. But it was just no fun. That's why we lamb in April, when it's not freezing cold. And hopefully not blizzarding, but it still does. But this blizzard, it wasn't really, really cold.
No, it wasn't. No.
That was good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
so the winner, only a couple people answered it, and Cindy Watrous is the winner. And you just need to contact us at bearcreekfelting.com, and we will send out your prize. Just that contact form on there that you say that you were the YouTube prize winner. So next week's question is, where are you watching from?
Yes.
We're just curious.
We are very curious.
We may have asked this episodes and episodes. I don't know.
Oh, long time ago.
Years. But we're just curious. If you just put in the comment section below where you're watching from, it's interesting to us to see where everybody is.
And we'll put whoever answers into the hat for winning the prize. Yeah.
So we have lots of events coming up. So Maker's Day is every first Sunday, and that's from 1 to 5 at the school. We had our first one this last this month.
And there was 4. Chris was bound and determined that there was 5.
I was while
I was counting
that,
Libby. I'm sure that was, because she was in there.
No. Somebody driving in?
It's a truck.
They're brave.
It's a delivery truck. They are
It's going to
brave.
get stuck and I can't help them.
Let's hope not.
We ordered more cameras for the barn. So we're getting, because we don't have any cameras outside right now. So we ordered more, and they were supposed to be here last week, but you know, it was blizzarding, so we didn't get them. So
That's probably them arriving right
I
now.
hope so. I
Yes.
hope so. Because it's frustrating, you have to come out here.
To see outside.
Yeah, and I don't ever know. They usually come in the barn to have their babies, so, but
And they got plenty of space in the barn.
yeah.
Lots of cozy straw. And yeah.
So we have the Taste of Fiber retreats coming right up.
This weekend.
And, yep, that is all full. We have the turkey wing whisk brooms.
That is
coming
going to
up
be
in
so
May.
cool.
Yes, you make your own broom.
Yep.
And yeah, it looks really fun to have something you can give as gifts, shower gifts that you made extra special.
Yep, absolutely.
So there's several basket weaving classes coming up, and they're filling up, so you can check them out. And we're scheduling more. I know I have several that I'm just waiting on a few things to list, so you need to go check that out at university.org and all our
Yes.
classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to head outside and check on the ewes. We'll take you along.
Enjoy that. Yeah. God bless you all. Thanks
Yes.
for joining us.
Thank you.
That's all, folks.